gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, you...
Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A run for Nick Chubb. Jordan Lucas there on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 71 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go. At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run with Michel, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Yellow, I've got blue, lady. Go, baby, return it. Get that ball.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watch the pass. Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Room here to run. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they will run it with Michelle. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 24-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Out. Hey, alert.
On the carry, it's Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Hey, Haywood. Hurry.
At the 38-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Set, 180. 44. We own it.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Come on, fellas.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Get in the weight room. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Callaway on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
From the 36, Mayfield forced out to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. 1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us Offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Joseph on for the extra point.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We play to win. Let's
The Chiefs
go.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
1st down, Chiefs.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. I'll go away. Set a tone. Watch 15. Chopper.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me.
That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
180! Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, 180! 44. Here we go.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He'll let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this one will be brought back to the 20.
Other way. Let's go. defense, let's go.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made it at 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 55 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Not today.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Chubb. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here we go. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Mike, 44.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give. This is Chubb. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Michelle running right. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Easy. In your face.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And it's Michelle once again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure that...
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They run it again with Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
180. Mike, 44. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Point it right. Check. Hey, let's get this. 61. Matchbox lights. I got you.
On first down, Montgomery. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better hurry.
On second down now. It's Montgomery. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Good! 180!
Check. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Kill.
Real.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey, alert 33. Done.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Check 3. Check pistol. Hey, alert. Check. General West.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
44. Hey, here I come.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. They had the extra week of rest. That was a factor. I think this home crowd was certainly a factor as well. So this is step one done. Now they need to win next week if they want to get to the Super Bowl.
I like those two factors that you brought up. The extra week, getting the open week by being the number 2 seed, a terrific home crowd for them, coupled with really good play. That allows them now to keep their Super Bowl dream alive. One more on their way to the Super Bowl.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those